Hey everyone, this is James doing my first independent review. So I figured I should review something I saw last night. Keep in mind this is going to be my second take of this, and this might be multiple parts, so just to warn you people. Anyway, so today I'm going to review Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, which is one of the more recent DC direct-to-DVD animated movies. That are done by Bruce Timm and I think Paul Dini. So, long story short, Justice League on Two Earths is about basically, if you know anything about the DC universe, you know there are hundreds of parallel Earths, hundreds of Elseworlds. So, on top of one of these are Elseworlds. Basically, Lex Luthor in this universe's version of the Joker, and I'm guessing several other what would be supervillains in the normal DC continuity are good guys, and basically they form the Justice League. But on this, there's also an evil. The bad guys are basically evil versions of the regular Justice League, like Superman, Batman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, and so on. So essentially, they form an organization called the Crime Syndicate. And the Crime Syndicate is essentially this evil thing which has basically kind of terrorized this version of Earth and has kind of blackmailed everyone, and it's essentially just getting everyone to pay them off so they won't destroy things and kill innocent people. So essentially, this version of Lex Luthor escapes the Earth. The version of the Joker dies. He's only in it for like 5 minutes. And essentially, he escapes to one of the DC Earths. We don't know which one. So essentially, he goes and asks the Justice League for help to come and defeat the Crime Syndicate. And essentially, they go to the other Earth and go help him. Meanwhile, two of the people who are in charge of the Crime Syndicate are planning on destroying all of reality in general with a bomb they're building that could basically destroy an entire planet. So they're planning on going to Earth Prime, which is where I guess reality in the DC universe started, and destroy that Earth, and basically kind of destroy existence. So that's basically the sum of the plot. So I think I'll start with the good and then I'll go on to the bad, because to be frank, there really, in my opinion, is not a lot of good in this. Or at least in my opinion. So I'll start with the good. For the most part, and this is with a few exceptions, the animation is fairly fairly good. It fits the tone of the series for the most part well. However, there are some problems with that I'll get into later. The voice acting is pretty well done with the exception of Batman. And I'll get into how they fuck with Batman in this. That really pissed me off. The concept is not a bad one. It's a fairly good but simple concept that, I'll be honest, has been done before, and done better, but overall it's a fairly good concept. So I think I should now get into why this movie doesn't work. Well, I'll get into really character motivations. Really, the main bad guys, who are really the Owl and this world's version of Supergirl, who are basically the ones who are planning on destroying Earth Prime, unbeknownst to the rest of the Crime Syndicate, and basically destroy existence, really don't have any good reason to do this. I mean, the Owl, who I'm probably going to call Night Owl from now on, because he looks just like Night Owl from Watchmen, except his costume is black and gray. Well, Night Owl's is brown and gray. So he pretty much is Night Owl, except he's a psychopath. So he really doesn't have a reason to want to destroy existence. He goes with this bullshit philosophy on how really nothing we do ever matters, and that destroying all of existence would be the only thing that ever matters. But it's not really gone into detail on why he feels that way, or how he came to this conclusion. He just kind of feels that way, because he's just kind of psycho like that. And Supergirl has given even less motivation, because she just wants to destroy existence, I guess, because She likes fucking Night Owl, I guess. I don't know. Like, I really hated her character in this, and just to clarify, she's not the regular Supergirl that we know, like, Superman's sister, or whatever. I'm kind of confused about the Supergirl mythology, but, this Supergirl is cousin, yeah, it's his cousin. But anyway, this Supergirl is, basically has these minions that are in black and gold outfits, and I think Zod is working with her. Anyway, it's kind of weird, but, I'll get into that, but she really doesn't have a motivation to go along with Night Owl. I mean, from what we can see of how she flirts with Batman in the movie, she doesn't seem to be really in love with Batman, especially Night Owl, to the point of really wanting to destroy all of existence. I mean, she seems to gain nothing out of it. Night Owl will gain his own sick philosophical fantasy from doing it, and his philosophy doesn't make any fucking sense. If they had gotten more into it, I would have liked it. And that's also my problem with pretty much everything about this. There are so many things that could have been gotten into, which aren't. We don't really learn much about the crime syndicate, or why they believe what they believe, how they came to the conclusions that they came to. They're just kind of the bad guys who want to destroy things and basically want to corrupt things. I mean, we never go into how, because I'm guessing Ultraman, who was supposed to be this universe's version of Superman, is evil, but we never learn why he becomes evil or how he becomes evil. All we know is that he's evil Superman with a Brooklyn accent. I mean, there are so many places he could have gone with him. Maybe he's Superman who, instead of crashing into Kansas, crashed in the middle of Brooklyn, and maybe he was raised in a really different environment. Maybe he isn't a good guy. Maybe he was raised in a different environment, so he has different moral standards. Maybe that's why he's evil. We never learn anything about really any of the others. All we really know, the crime syndicate's bad guys I know is Ultraman, Night Owl, who I guess is actually called the Owl, and Supergirl. Besides those three, we don't learn crap about anyone else. I think I'll stop this and move on to part 2.